Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Star Citizen. In today's video, we will be taking a thoroughly detailed look at the Mercury Star Runner, Crusader Industries' first spaceship within the Star Citizen game. Now, the Mercury Star Runner is due to hit the live servers on patch 3.11 momentarily. You will also be able to purchase this ship, the Mercury Star Runner, at the Star Citizen's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo that is being held on Microtech. Now, this video is for those of you who want to make an informed decision on whether to purchase this ship or not. And for the rest of you guys who are just interested in watching this video to get an understanding of what the Mercury Star Runner is, welcome, guys. So first, we'll start off with an external walk around. I'll give you guys some info, a bunch of stats on the ship. Now keep in mind, these stats could be old. Things change in the game. Things can change in the future as well. So take these stats with a grain of salt. Now, this ship is 40 meters long. It is 38 meters wide. It is 11.6 meters tall. So from bottom to top, 11.6 meters tall. Apparently it can carry 96 STU of cargo according to the RSI website. However, inside the game it says it can carry 114 STU of cargo. So anywhere between 96 to 114 STU of cargo is where it's going to be in terms of its cargo hold. And now briefly, let's touch on what is this aircraft supposed to do? What is it supposed to be? What is its purpose? According to the RSI website, this thing is a fast and reliable cargo and data runner. Now, everybody knows what cargo running is, but what is data running? That's a great question, because we still don't know. That gameplay mechanic has still not been added to Star Citizen yet. That is yet to be determined what that means, or what that entails. However, you should never buy a ship inside of Star Citizen for what it can do now. You should always buy it for what it can be in the future. And to get a glimpse of what that is, you guys need to rely on the design brief. So that brief text on what it says it will do, that's what it will do later on within the game. Now, as you guys can see from the footage, it has two turrets, one on the bottom that you're looking at right now with two size 3 laser repeaters. Same thing on top. And you can control as the pilot from the cockpit 2 gimbaled size 3 laser repeaters as well, for a total of 6 if you combine the turrets. Now the front guns, as I said, are gimbaled. They're size 3 gimbals. I'm not sure if you can add 2 size 4 fixed weapons as well. Now, enough about that, guys. Let's get inside the ship. Let's have a look inside the ship. So the first thing we see is that the ramp is really nicely made. It is nice and wide, and it can support ground vehicles moving into the cargo hold. As we come into the cargo hold, you guys can see it's quite a big cargo hold. It's quite a big cargo hold, and the cargo ramp, as I said, will not only help you in moving in ground vehicles, but it can also help you load and unload cargo, which is what we will eventually have. Eventually, we will have to manually move cargo. So, here we are. We're inside the cargo hold of the Mercury Star Runner. Now, immediately I can see the aesthetics is new. This feels like a new ship, feels like a new manufacturer, because it is. This is Crusader Industries. As you guys can see, the logo is his first ship, Crusader's first ship within Star Citizen. Now I'll go to the external view of the character so you guys can get a feel for the size of the cargo hold. It's quite big. It's quite a big cargo hold, and honestly it looks like a bigger cargo hold than the constellation Andromeda. Now the first room that we can enter is engineering, right to the left side of the cargo bay. So here's the engineering room, engineering compartment. Now this place has all your components. So a quantum drive, a size 2 quantum drive. Here we have a size 2 power plant, another size 2 power plant right there. Juno Star work. We have a size 2 cooler, another size 2 cooler, all in those compartments. And this is the shield generators. We have 2 of those as well, which are also size 2. Now here's a real cool feature that they've added with this ship. You can play with the lights inside the ship within each room. So you can manipulate it to turn lights on, turn lights off, and they've also added this new door panel, which you can turn on and off the automatic sensors. You can close the doors and you can even lock the doors, which is pretty cool. Now this feature will not be exclusive to the Mercury Star Runner. It will be added eventually to almost all of the ships within Star Citizen. They've just started now with the Mercury Star Runner, as they used to do with the Gladius. So let's get inside this elevator. So it has a small elevator. It's surrounded by glass on the top floor, as you guys can see. So from there we go to the server room. There we go. And welcome to the main area of the Mercury Star Runner. So this is the server room. This is what this ship is about. It's about servers, it's about computers, it's about data. As I said in the design brief, it says data/cargo runner. So all the data that you're going to be finding, scanning, whatever it is that you might be doing with this data will be stored here, inside of these computers right here. Now, the next room from the server room is the scanning room. Now, I have no idea what that means. What does scanning mean? I have no idea, guys. I'm sure it's got something to do with scanning for data, as I imagine. But as I said, I love the way that they designed this ship. They did an excellent job at concepting this ship. So the scanning room also has a bunch of computers, and it also has a station for one of the crew members to begin scanning. So the scanning officer will be in charge of that. Now, one question: why is the server room so close to the cargo area? Shouldn't you want the server area to be a little bit more protected? And these are the 2 turret seats. So the bottom and the top one as well. And again, we got lights here. We can manipulate the lights, turn them off. As you guys can see, it's a lot darker. Here's my character in the external view. Let me go ahead and turn on the torch, and you can see they've done a great job with the lighting inside this ship. The lighting is absolutely fantastic. Well done, CIG. Well done. As you guys can see, they're getting better and better at their ship building. Yeah, so this is the server room, the turrets, as well as the scanning room that's to the left. I believe this light doesn't work. This panel doesn't work, I should say. So here we're in the next section of the ship. So recreation to our left, that's a rec room. And we have the habitation room to our right. So let's go inside the habitation room. And as you can see, it's a pretty small room. But the reason why I'm going to the external model, so it gives you guys a sense of dimension. So here we have bunks or beds for 3 crew members, as you guys can see. So that's bed 1, and we have bed 2 and 3 over there. So 3 maximum beds as well. So again, turning on and off the lights, which is really, really cool. It gives you that sense of atmosphere. And also we have bathrooms and toilets over here as well to the sides. I believe there's two bathrooms and two showers. Yeah, two baths and two showers. So as you guys can see, this doubles up as a sink, bathroom, and shower. Same thing on both sides. Now you can go ahead and open the toilet. As I said, this thing doubles up between a shower, toilet, as well as a sink. Same thing on both sides, which is pretty cool. But maybe it's a little bit too close to where everybody else is sleeping. I'm not sure how practical that is. And we also have two seats here in front of two different computers or monitors. You may still be able to work from here as well. We have more storage compartments, more shelving to store stuff. And there's 3 lockers over here as well, which you will eventually be able to lock your things inside of. There we go. Whether that be armor, weapons, stuff like that. Eventually, Star Citizen will have physical inventories. So whatever it is that you want to carry, you need to carry with you. It's not going to be magical inventories, which you can pull hundreds and hundreds of rounds of ammunition out of, or so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and turn off the light, which is again pretty neat. Now this was the habitation area. Next is the rec room, and that way is the bridge. That way heads to the cockpit. As you guys can also see, they've done a fantastic job with labeling all of the rooms. So server, recreation, bridge. Yeah, as you guys can see, they've done a fantastic job. So you won't get lost like you do with the other ships. All right, here's the recreation room, and this is an interesting room, a very, very interesting room. So it's a area to let the crew basically eat, basically kind of like a mess hall, kind of like a small dining mess hall kind of area. Now you got a whole bunch of stuff to prepare food, and you've got this massive couch that you can go ahead and sit on, which looks comfy, I guess. There we go. So you got a whole bunch of shelves behind him with books, materials to read, flowers, plants, and of course you have the chessboard as well. You can also turn the lights off in this room, but it seems like the room is already pretty lit up. Now let me go ahead and take off my helmet and grab a drink of beer. Now here's to all of you other Mercury Star Runner owners, guys. So this is to you guys. This Mercury Star Runner belongs to me. I actually own this one. I bought it a couple of months ago during Invictus Week. Now this bottle of beer has its own story. I bought this in Grim Hex. So I bought this in Grim Hex. I stored it here. I logged out of the ship, and it's still here, which is a lot to say about Star Citizen's persistence at the moment. I was actually quite shocked that the beer still persisted after me logging off from the game. Well done, CIG. Well done. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to the server room, and let me go ahead and equip the helmet. You don't know what could happen. We could depressurize, and I don't want to die having to do this video all over again. So let's go ahead and get inside the turrets, guys. So let's get inside the bottom turret first. There we go. So we're inside the bottom turret now. As I said at the beginning, it controls 2 size 3 laser repeaters, weapons.
Systems on.
There we go. And we can't fire because the ship is turned off, so there's no power going to the turrets either. So let's go ahead and turn it off and exit the turret. So this was the bottom turret. There we go. And the one adjacent to the left is the top turret. Now I did drop that I did drop that bottle of beer. This little guy is really persistent, isn't he? Usually this kind of stuff disappears, but the beer from Grim Hex, the beer bottle. I wonder if it's going to still be here when I log out this time around. I'm just gonna leave it right here. We'll leave it right there. Alright, there you go, little guy. Alright, this is the turret for the top, this is the seat for the top turret. Now, I personally like remote turrets rather than actual physical turrets like this. It's safer to shoot from a remote turret than it is from a physical turret. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. We'll turn it on. There we go.
A journey worth taking.
Again, we can't shoot
On.
because the ship is turned off. And it's the same weapons, exact same weapons. And you guys might be able to see it from the external model as I'm rotating the turret. But it's quite dark. So let's go ahead and get out of the turret. Turn it off. And exit.
A journey worth taking.
Yeah, that automated speech thing is gonna get old. So I'd rather them turn that thing off completely. Yeah, so this is it for the turret. As I said, I'm not happy with the servers, the computers being here. Why would you have the computers here? Because this is the most valuable cargo that you're going to be carrying in the Mercury Star Runner, right? So why would you have it here? Because it's just one airlock away from disaster. It's one airlock away from theft, from boarding. Maybe they've put it here so that it's easier to offload, if that's a thing. I'm not sure. Now I'm planning on making another video, guys, which I will go through what the Mercury Star Runner is exactly for, and who should buy it, who shouldn't buy it. So that's the next video coming up. So yeah, have a look at this fire extinguisher. That's so neatly modeled. Now this is a hint for what's to come, guys, because CIG has been quietly working on fire propagation mechanics within the game, so we're going to be needing fire extinguishers very soon. Now, this is only 50% of the ship. Let's look at the other half of the ship. So have a look at this, a hidden panel. You might be wondering, what is this? Check it out. Have a look, guys, a secret compartment. So as I said, so far we've only looked at 50% of the ship, and here's the other 50%. So let's go ahead and close that door. Now, unofficially, this ship has been used by smugglers. It's a smuggling ship. That's what it says in the in-game lore. So this area right here could still be a legitimate area. It could be like personal cargo, stuff that you don't want it to be inside the cargo bay, maybe bags, stuff like that. But through here, guys, this is the ventilation system, okay? So let me go ahead and turn off the lights completely. There we go. This gives us a better atmosphere. So through here, this area right here could be legitimate cargo. It could be your personal stuff, the personal stuff for the crew. But through here is the vent system. So this goes throughout the whole ship, throughout the bottom of the whole ship, right? And it's really, really cool. And it's very nicely modeled. Well done, guys. The people who concepted this, they did an excellent job. The people who built it, and it's not just one person. There's a whole group of people, a whole team at CIG's ship pipeline team that have really worked really hard on this ship, and this is excellent. So here is a vent access to the server room. So if I can just pop out my head, there we go. If I can stand up, this is inside the server room. So you can use these vents to move around the ship secretly. You could store stuff here secretly. You could smuggle stuff secretly. If you're boarded, you could hide here. Just have a look. Pipes, fans, wires, and you could probably also sabotage the ship through here as well, right? You could come in here and you could cut a wire. You could sabotage the cooling system. You could sabotage the electrical system. Or you could hide in here. You could basically sneak into somebody's ship and hide here, right? So this adds a lot of gameplay elements. So this is the scanning room. You guys can see it's clearly labeled scanning. So there's another vent access to the scanning room. So the previous one was server room, and this is the scanning room. It's very, very neat. It's actually a very, very nice idea, and I hope Star Citizen, CIG, you guys do this for the other stuff. Now check this out. I had no idea this was a door. Here we are. We're inside of the engineering room, where the components are. So we're on the other side of the ship now. You could basically hide in this underground vent system forever. You can hide forever and forever. Let's go inside the scanning room. So let me hop up. There we go. So now we're in the next floor up, through that venting area. How cool is that? And you can just close it and have a look. It just disappears. I'm not saying it's sinister, but come on, right? It's not labeled. It's very difficult to see. So this could be said that Crusader Industries has made a kind of a smuggling ship. I'm not sure how well that sits with the UEE. But anyways, guys, so let's come back to the recreation room, and this just chessboard right here. This is an actual chessboard that you can basically pick up the pawns and move them around, right? So let's go ahead and pick up this white queen, and let's place it on the side of the chessboard for a second. I'll come back to this. As I said, every single piece is movable, so you can actually play chess within the game. So let's go ahead and pick up this white queen, and I'll explain this later. And I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna place it right on the edge, right here. Okay, and we'll come back to this. All right, guys. So we're back inside the venting system, and this is the first vent access that I forgot to show you guys. It is to the habitational area, so to the bedroom area. So this is the first vent access that you come across as you come into this venting system. But I was just thinking, you could have firefights inside of this vent area, right? You could hold off a large number of people if you know what you're doing. Like you could sit around here. Anybody who comes in, you could basically take them out. I mean, this adds a whole new set of gameplay into ships for Star Citizen. And as I said, I hope CIG adds this venting system for the other ships as well. Like, imagine this on the Constellation, on the Caterpillar, on every other ship, large ship as well. So again, more pipes, more cooling stuff, more fans. And now check this out, guys. So we're here by the access to the engineering room. Let's go ahead and close this door. And this was the scanning room. And right over this way, honestly, I'm getting lost. This is like a maze. This is like an actual maze. All right, which way was it? I think it was this way. Yes, there we go. So this goes to the recreation room. Just have a look. What is that? That's the White Queen. That's the chess piece on the White Queen that I showed you guys from the chessboard. So yeah, that chessboard moves. So as the chessboard moves, this vent area comes up to the recreation room. How cool is that? So let's go ahead and get inside the recreation room. So yeah, have a look. The chess table moves. The whole chess table moves, and then you can access the vent area. Which is pretty cool, isn't it? Just the fact that there is like a mini chess game inside the game now is very cool. Now, there's another way. There's another way to open this vent. And I'll just show you guys the size and the dimensions of the vent area. You can see it can fit one person easily, even if you have like weapons on you and stuff like that too. Maybe even a small box of cargo you can carry down there from here as well. So clearly this vent area is being hidden. Now if you pick up the White Queen and you place it here on this caster right here, this one, this chess table opens up from the recreation room. So if you want to access the vent from here, let's go back down. This is so cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick up this White Queen piece. Let's go ahead and close it up, and the chess table moves back in, hiding that vent area. So this is clearly, there's something fishy going on within Crusader Industries, guys. I reckon the UEE, the advocacy, needs to look into Crusader Industries. Alright guys, something else that we haven't discussed yet. What about a xenomorph? What about if your ship gets attacked by an alien creature and you have to shoot it like this, get into a fight with it inside the vent? Just imagine one of those xenomorph aliens inside this venting system, because that's exactly how the alien moves around in those alien movies, right? It uses the vent system. So I cannot say this enough. Well done, guys. CIG, well done. Hats off to you guys for designing this whole vent area underneath this ship. Imagine this on an Idris. Imagine this on a Javelin. Imagine this on, say, something like the Endeavor. Imagine your ship getting infested by one of those creatures. It could be an alien type thing. It could be a different creature. It could also be pirates, right? It could be criminals, pirates, people, I don't know, assassins. I mean, this just adds so much more gameplay to the ships. Now, we're back inside the components room. So again, let's go ahead and close up these compartments. So size 2 components across the whole ship, guys. So quantum drives, power plants, coolers, shields, all size 2, or medium size, as they say on the RSI website. Now, let's go ahead and open the cargo bay door. And it's completely dark outside. Completely dark. And have a look at Crusader, the planet of Crusader. Do you guys think that I was smart enough to set this up? To look at a Crusader ship while looking at the planet of Crusader? Alright guys, so next, let's have a look at the bridge. So we forgot to look at the bridge, the cockpit. So it's right next to the hab and the recreational room, so it's straight ahead. So on the way towards the bridge, immediately to our right, there's a 4-piece gun rack. I've already gone ahead and put an L86 ballistic pistol in one of those racks. As you guys can see, the rack is fully functional. You can take out the pistol, customize it. If you guys don't know, that's the thing in Star Citizen now. You can customize your pistols, your rifles, and you guys can see, boom, there we go. Shot my own ship, but yeah, the gun rack is actually quite functional. Now we go through a set of airlocks here. There's a whole bunch of components here, which I don't know what they do. And we go to a final airlock, and we're in the cockpit. As you guys can see, there's another 4-piece gun rack, which I've already gone ahead and stored some rifles on. So let's go ahead and inspect this one. As you guys can see, fully functional weapon. Whoa, that's loud. Let me try it again. Whoa, it is so loud. Hey, well done, guys. They've made the sound have like this echo, this bassy echo. Why is this place so dark? Let me go ahead and turn on the lights. Yes, the cockpit, the bridge also has its own lights. Now we can go ahead and close the door, and we can lock it, so nobody else will be able to get through that door. Now the cockpit here, we have the co-pilot seats to the right, the pilot seats to the left. And it goes up through this platform kind of thing. So it goes up here on these rails. Kind of the seat travels up towards the control panel. So as you guys can see, you get rotated and you get moved up quite a bit. I'm not sure why this is. And this is the view from the cockpit. This is the view from the cockpit. There's not a lot of view. I was expecting there to be a bit more side view, like towards the side. The front is okay. The view to the front. So let's go ahead and start it up.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Okay, there we go. So I particularly was trying to be quiet so you guys can hear the announcer. And we have the usual MFDs, so the one on the top, the one on the bottom. Obviously, you can, if you guys don't know this, you can manipulate your ship components using these. These are actually functional, and actually some of them are quite intuitive. And also, we have this really cool thing. This is a first for Star Citizen. Have a look. Buttons actually move. So we have kind of like the first stages of a clickable cockpit, guys. So all my DCS fans. We're finally getting clickable cockpits, and they've confirmed this. The devs have confirmed this in one of their videos on their YouTube channel. that they're working on clickable cockpits, and because this is a newer ship, it obviously got implemented on this ship first. Now here's another one, another button, but apparently this is not. It doesn't move. Like, you cannot manipulate the actual physical button. And we have a whole bunch of other buttons here, which I don't think they're movable either. So we've opened the cargo bay door. So you can go ahead and open that from the cockpit, as you guys can see. And we can go ahead and close it back up. But only that button to the left with the power moves. So there we go. The cockpit, the cargo hold, I should say, door is closed now. So clickable cockpit CIG. This is something that we really want. We really want a clickable cockpit within Star Citizen's spaceships. And I want starting procedures. I want pre-start checks. I want all of that. All right, guys. So that's about it for the cockpit. So this gun rack is a great idea here. So imagine you see that your ship has been, there's something wrong. There's like a border on your ship. There's a pirate. So you can go ahead and grab your gun from this gun rack. Let's go ahead and unlock the door. There we go. Open it. Oh, okay. This is a bug. So if you close the door, you have to go back to your. Okay, so this is a known bug. Okay, so you have to go back to the captain's chair. Get out of the way of the sensor, because the sensor needs to be reset. I believe that's what it is. So you need to get back inside the cockpit, the captain's seat. Let it reset and hop back out. Get out of the seat again, and this time the door should open. I think it's something to do with the sensor, with the door sensor. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, imagine you have some sort of trouble within the ship. You can just grab your gun, unlock the door, and come deal with whatever problem that there is inside your ship, right? This is a fantastic idea to have a gun rack by the bridge. More ships should have this, guys. Honestly, more ships should have this feature. Now, I want to go outside and give you guys an external night view of the ship. But as you guys can see, they've done a great job with the way that the light moves within the ship. The light source from the gun torch, as you guys can see. So let's go ahead and open up the door. And I want to give you guys an external shot of the ship at night. Looks so cool, doesn't it? It looks very nice with the lights inside and the outside being dark. And I love that little bit of steam that's coming out of the side of the door. The 4 bits of steam. But anyways, so yeah, let's go around the ship again. This time with the lights turned on, with the power on. As you guys can see, there's a red light here. And the two main lights for the ship are in the front like this. They're pointing downwards. Obviously, this sort of stuff can change. All of this sort of stuff can change. But pretty powerful lights. Pretty bright lights, if you ask me. Again, same red light on the other side. So yeah, pretty cool looking at night. Pretty cool looking. This red light is actually quite bright, isn't it? It's very red, like it's super red. Again, we can see the planet of Crusader while we're looking at a Crusader ship. Alright guys, so I wanted to give you guys a distant shot of the ship at night. So this is what it looks like from like, let's say 150 meters away. It looks pretty cool. And that's the sound. That's the engine sounds of the Mercury Star Runner. The night gameplay in this game is, in my opinion, a lot better than daytime gameplay. It has a lot more ambience and it has a lot more feel to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stand next to the ship to give you guys a reference for scale. So this is an average male height. And this is how tall the ship is. So let me go ahead and pan the camera. There it is. So it's actually a very large ship. As I said at the beginning, it really surprised me as to how large this ship is. And here's the missiles. It has 2 size 2s and 1 size 3 on each side, for a total of 4 size 2s and 2 size 3s. Now I'm gonna make a video specifically about these naming conventions within Star Citizen. It's not right to call this a size 3 or a size 2. This is way too simplistic. We need a better naming convention for these missiles. Okay guys, so just as a recap, now I'm going to be making a specific video on this, but let's just do a quick rundown here. So who's this ship for? This ship is for somebody who wants to move around cargo. It has a pretty good cargo capacity, but it's also for somebody who wants to deal in data. We still don't know what that means, but you can move around data, you can capture data, you can move data, you can transmit data. I'm just admiring the night sky, guys. It looks so beautiful inside of Star Citizen. So yeah, cargo running as well as data running, and fast. That's what the design brief says. That's what the ship will be at the end when the game is released. Alright guys, so it's time to take the ship for a spin. So we're inside of space now. We're around Yella, and you can see our SCM speed is around 210 meters per second. And now let's go all the way to full. Now this is without afterburner. So have a look at the acceleration. This is not with afterburners. This is just a regular speed.
Hydrogen fuel, 50%.
Okay, so we're still going. So it tops out at 1,286 SCM for the maximum amount of speed. Now this stuff can change, as I said. All of these soft stats can and will definitely 100% change. So it is a relatively fast and nimble ship for its size, for what it can carry. This is the size of a Constellation, guys. But it is a lot faster than the Constellation. So as the design brief said, so going back to what I said originally, the design brief says you will be able to carry cargo of physical nature as well as data fast and reliably. And this is what this ship is going to be able to do. Now the roll rate is actually very good as well for the size of the ship that you're flying here. The top speed is up there, to be honest. Now let's try and turn and burn with this ship. Let's see how it stands up to some turn and burn. So we went decoupled and recoupled again. Full afterburner. There we go. So we're actually, this is a method of stopping the ship really quick. And to be honest, it held up pretty well. This is pretty good. Well done. Now, one problem with this ship at the moment is that it runs out of quantum fuel real quick. But again, these, I have to say this and I have to keep repeating it, these are just soft stats that will change. And these are the 2 size 3 weapons. Gimbaled weapons. I'm not sure if it can carry 2 size 4 fixed weapons as well. I didn't try that out. This is how it sounds. 2 size 3s. Now 2 size 3s is a bit lackluster, guys. It's a bit on the low end. And you guys can see you can gimbal it to auto gimbal. But this is not a combat ship. This is not a ship designed to fight. It can defend itself, just barely, probably. Alright, let's have a look at the guns. As you guys can see, 2 CF337 size 3 Panther repeaters. Okay, so 2 repeaters, you can go ahead and turn them off, turn them back on. And for the missiles, as we saw, so 2 size 3s, Arresta 3s, and 4 Tempest 2s, size 2s. And both are in the cross-section type of missile. Now, as I said, this is not a combat ship, so you shouldn't be picking a fight in this ship. Okay, guys, so for the last part of our flight test, we're here on the surface of Daymar in atmosphere. So, flight in space or flight within atmosphere are 2 very different things. Let's go ahead and do a roll. There we go. I think we overheated our engines. But yeah, flight in atmosphere is very different. Flight in atmosphere requires the ship, the plane, whatever it is that's flying, to have some aerodynamic characteristics. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for it to move. So the Mercury Star Runner, as you guys can see, handles really well. on Daymar and inside of an atmosphere. So it is a Crusader Industries ship after all, and Crusader Industries is located on the Crusader gas giant planet. So their factory is located within a planet that has an atmosphere, that has air, lots of air. In fact, that's what it is. It's just a gas giant. So Crusader ships are bound to be better in atmosphere. Now, if you compare this to the Constellation or the Freelancer Max, you'll see that this ship flies so much faster, is a lot more nimble and a lot more agile in atmosphere than those two ships. Now, going back to the design brief, this ship, as it says, is a fast and reliable physical cargo and data cargo runner. And that's what it will be at the end. So if you want to carry cargo fast, if you want to carry data fast, this is the ship for you. This is the ship for you. So yeah, very, very fast, very agile. I keep have to remind myself that this is not a fighter. This is a giant ship. It's a big, big ship. So yeah, guys. And from the external model, you guys can see that there are some surfaces, some kind of lifting surfaces on the ship that will aid in aerodynamic flight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, remember to leave a like. Also, keep an eye out for another Mercury Star Runner video on my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I highly appreciate your support and your company. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.